Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about your legal requirements needed to start your brand. Some of y'all may have already started without even doing the legal checklist, but it may not be too late. But when it comes to starting any type of brand or any type of business, there's a lot of requirements that it comes to legally. You can't just go out there and start taking money and say, hey, I want to sell this and, I'm balling. No, it doesn't work that way. There's a specific checklist that's required for you to check off before you even launch, before you even put a website up, before you even have a logo design. There's certain things you need. Starting out with, you need to think about your trademark and patents. What is your product and service that you're selling? Is it hair? Is it shoes? Is it online services? What does that look like? You need to determine what I'm going to be creating or what I'm going to be selling. Is it valuable enough to me for me to protect it? Can somebody possibly steal my idea? Can someone possibly steal my brand? And the answer is yes. It is possible. It has happened plenty of times. Google it, but it is possible. You don't want to be one of those people that wake up one day and you have a brilliant idea and you invested a lot of time and money into this company and you don't trademark it and somebody else comes along and see that value and they're like, shoot, I like that. Let me go ahead and start selling the same thing. Now I'm this company, Without that trademark, it's going to be hard for you to, well, it may not be, but for some people, it's going to be hard for them to prove that, no, this is my brand. So when it comes to trademarking, you want to make sure your brand is protected legally first and foremost, from that name, the brand, the whole nine. You want to research trademark and see what those applications look like. What can I get trademarked? What's required? How much is it? Who do I need to help me? Start with your trademark and patents because that's going to help you legally protect what you're building. Some people do that process after they launch, and that's totally okay, but you want to operate with the mindset of, I must protect what I'm building. One definite way is through trademarking. Also, you want to kind of research what your state requirements are. Every state requires something different, whether you're registering and building your brand as an LLC, a corporation, whatever. However you are going to legally register a business, you need to trust and verify with your state. With most states, you have to go through your Secretary of State's office. So give them a call, say, hey, I'm planning on registering my company as XYZ, and I need to know what my requirements are. They're going to tell you automatically, this is what you need to do all the way from A to Z. They'll tell you, fill out this application, submit this is the fee, and this is the process. Follow that. You must follow that. If you skip anything, then basically you're going to be operating at a hobby, and anything can happen to where your state comes back or the federal government or whoever comes back and say you're not a legal operated business, and you don't want that. So start with your state requirements as well. We talked about the federal first, which is the trademark and all that. You want to also check into your licenses and things like that on the federal level. So if you want to do hair, of course you have to be certified. You can't just wake up one day and say, I'm a hairstylist. Now, no, you need to research that, the federal requirements to say, before I touch anybody's head, what does that look like? What licenses do I need? What type of permits and certifications or degrees do I need? You want to cross that T before you even offer anything, because jail times come with those type of services and things. So you don't want to be one of those that you're good at what you do, but you're not licensed or you're not certified, because you will be liable and it's possible for you to go to jail for that. So back to the state requirements, you want to make sure that you check with your Secretary of State and figure out what do I need to do to legally register my company so I can operate and make money. It's going to require you to reach out to, some of the times, Department of Revenue, because you want to talk dollars, of course. You want to talk taxes and things like that. What do I need to make money in my state? I know what I need to do to register so I can operate, but what do I need to do to legally make money? There's a lot of tax information and things like that on the state level as well. So state requirements. Your county requirements, they may require you to do your business license and different things like that before you start operating. So you're going to reach out to your county office as well and figure out, what does that look like? What do I need to register for on a county level? What type of building permits and things like that is required of me before I even open my business, So you want to think federal, state, county, local, all of those 4 terms. You want to keep it in your mind, like, I need to make sure that my brand is legally covered. You need to reach out to those government organizations, make those phone calls, send those emails. You want to trust and verify from these organizations and not go by your best friend and what they're telling you she did with her brand, because her brand may not be legally registered. You want to make the phone calls yourself or hire an attorney or a consultant, somebody to do that for you, because they're going to do that. They're going to make those phone calls that's needed. They're going to send the emails and different things like that for you to make sure you're doing it right. So all in all, in a nutshell, you want to cross your T's and dot your I's and make sure that you're operating legally on a federal level as well as state, county, and local. Google. Your attorney may help you, your consultant may help you, but typically I tell clients start with Google. Look for your state and you want to Google the different services that you want to offer and trust and verify what do I need in order to sell this or what do I need to even promote this, and go from there. So once your brand is put together and you know exactly what you need to do from a state, federal, and local level, you want to take it a step further. You want to figure out what type of laws that you're going to have to follow. There's tech laws, there's advertisement laws, there's employment laws, there's a whole avenue of laws that you have to consider as a business owner. So you want to touch bases with that with your attorney as well, or again, Google it. You want to look up what laws are affected by my business operations. What do I need to take into account when it comes to legally operating my business? And then that as well is going to help you cross your T's and dot your I's when it comes to operating legally. Because you don't want to just wake up and say, all right, my brand is registered, I got my trademark, I got my business license, I'm good. Because then you may be breaking some kind of securities laws or something about how you are taking your money or paying people. You may be breaking advertisement laws by not having certain clauses on your website. And just being naive and not knowing these things is not enough to stay out of jail or stay out of trouble. You can't just say, hey, I didn't know I didn't need that, because it's going to be like, well, you're operating legally, so you should have known that. So you don't want to be liable for, anything pretty much going wrong when you can trust and verify before you launch your business. So when it comes to this legal registration, you want to create your checklist. Start from the top to the bottom and figure out federally, from a state, county, and local, and as well as what laws do I need to abide by when it comes to my business. Create that checklist. Check them off as you go. Reach out to whatever professional you need to, whether that's an attorney or a CPA. Definitely not your best friend, of course, unless they're legally certified to help you. And just figure out what type of professional you need help with and go from there. Different budgets require different levels, and a consultant may be enough for you. You pay a consultant, they help you, they tell you this is absolutely what you need to do. They'll give you your checklist. They sometimes will do those phone calls for you. An attorney, same thing, you pay them. They will help you do your contracts and all that and help you make sure that you are ready to do your business. Either way, you can also do it yourself. There's a lot of different companies online that will sell those packages to you, or that will help you do that research to say, this is what you can do it yourself, or this is how you can do it yourself, and this is your material you need. You pay them a one-time fee and you can hit the ground running on your own. Either way, whether you decide to do it yourself or whether you hire a professional, you want to make sure you have a sufficient checklist. Follow that checklist to the T, and once everything has been solidified, you have everything signed, sealed, and delivered, you're ready to launch.